What's up, guys? Just doing I had to make a bunch of stupid promo videos for the shows, and I figured I'd do a quick vlog while I'm walking around, while I'm out here. So yeah, why not? So yeah, just been working on shit. Wrote a new song last week, and good news, I guess I'm announcing it here. Fireman, brand new song. It's coming out May 29th. I decided to release it, and it's just going to be a Howi Spangler solo thing. I guess Ballyhoo maybe could have done it, but I don't want to confuse people or confuse the algorithm or whatever, because it's an algorithm world, you know. But so I figured, what the hell, I'll just do it on my own thing. And then I was like, you know, I could do more songs like this on my own, because I've been trying to like getting a little more consistent of releasing my own stuff too, just to have a catalog there, build that up. And I was kind of thinking of it as like I could do random sounds, like no pressure, sort of just do whatever's on my mind at that moment, if it's whether it's pop or rock or indie pop or what, you know, alternative, acoustic, whatever, just whatever shit, hip hop, dub, reggae, you know. So I figured there's no real pressure there. So I've been thinking about that, and I was like, fuck it, let me just put it out. So it's called Fireman. It's coming out May 29th, and I think it sounds awesome. And I did it in Logic, which I haven't produced a song in Logic in a long time. I did make my instrumental album, Aberrations. I made that all in Logic, and I find that like when I want to do some sort of like test for myself, or maybe like just do something a little bit different, I'll go to Logic because I use Pro Tools all the time. I was like, I'm gonna go over to Logic, mess with the drum sounds over there. And I love the MIDI, how MIDI is over there, easy to work with, and the samplers, and just the different synth tones. Like Logic is like all in one, man, for sure. Like you can do a full record, you do anything there. You know, it's not just Pro Tools anymore, and it hasn't been for a long time. Like Ballyhoo's made several records in Logic, you know? But I figured, what the fuck, I'll just, you know, I think what it is, I find inspiration when I change DAWs, or like, I don't know, I get like kind of overwhelmed trying to write new songs for Ballyhoo and trying to like maintain that style, you know, which, you know, we know Ballyhoo's multiple styles in one, punk rock, reggae, you know, whatever. Sometimes I just need to step away from that and just find inspiration again. And so the other day I wrote that song, Fireman, and it was just, I don't know, just came out very easily. Like, film the whole thing, you can watch the video of the whole production of it, but just made it, I don't know, just came out very easily. So yeah, May 29th it's coming out. Just been working on stuff, trying to do like mixing projects for other bands, and had a couple of those projects come in, and had a friend hit me up and asked me about, how you doing? Had a friend hit me up and asked me about doing a feature on one of their songs. I had a few bands reach out actually for features, so I'm trying to work those out amongst like the mixing stuff. Just trying to get some work drummed up and be more consistent with my production stuff again. You know, so far so good. As for like the Ballyhoo stuff, I've just been sort of at a standstill with it. You know, I talked about this a few weeks ago in a video, but I want it to be like the best record we've ever done. And I think doing that, it puts a lot of pressure on myself. I don't want it to be forced. You know, I can sit down and be like, okay, I'm gonna write Ballyhoo songs. Or I can just sort of write songs, let them come out naturally, instead of trying to force it, you know? And there's a nuance there. You can sort of not force the songwriting, but you can focus and say, I want to write this type of song, that's fine, you know? And sometimes it happens like that, but a lot of times it's just however I'm feeling. That can be a little bit daunting at times. And then I've been messing around with some new guitar tones. Some of you guys have seen on my Instagram. Just been just working with some thick tones. I've been really into Bill Murray lately, and I kind of went on a deep dive on like what they use and how they get their tones and stuff, and their even like their production for their songs. Their songs are produced in Logic, by the way, so I'm sure that's where that came from as well. But I've just been really interested in that, and so just messing around, writing some songs. Like what would it sound like if Howie tried to write a Bill Murray song, you know, or Howie did a Ballyhoo song in the style of Bill Murray, you know, but with all of my own melodic pop sensibilities and techniques and things. What would that sound like, you know? So it's pretty interesting, actually. There's 2 riffs that I'm pretty stoked on, and I've just been having a lot of fun. And honestly, it's kind of put the Ballyhoo stuff on the back burner a little bit as I explore this. Because I'm like, oh man, so, you know, does this have to be like a solo thing, or can we like work in this heavier sound into the Ballyhoo sound, you know? Probably. I think the band would be stoked on that. But I also, again, as I bring up the fucking algorithm stuff, it's like when you listen to Slipknot, it's because you want to listen to metal, right? When you listen to Bob Marley, you want to chill. You listen to reggae, right? You know you're gonna listen to reggae. It's like, it's chill, it's all that stuff, right? When you listen to Ballyhoo, I'm not sure. Like, I feel like people want to chill, but sometimes they want to rock out because we do all that stuff. But you know, our more popular songs are the chill reggae ones anyway. But so think of an audience as an algorithm. It's the same thing. So like, you can confuse the algorithm. So like, if Ballyhoo put out, I don't know, a dubstep song, right? I think a lot of you would be like, ugh, what is this? What happened? What happened to this band, right? So those are the pitfalls that I'm trying to avoid here. So could we play heavier stuff? I think so. I think we could. I think there's a lot of fans that would actually love it, even though our sound is mostly known for, you know, the pop reggae stuff. But then it's like, I could keep writing stuff like this and it could just be my own thing, you know? And then I kind of struggle with like the Howi Spangler thing versus, you know, should I make this project the Beachside project? Beachside is very little known. I haven't really done a whole lot with it. I made a t-shirt years ago. I put out one song, which is that Devil Dub song, but I did it, you know, Beachside / Howi Spangler, because I'm not sure what I want to do with that, because I feel like I need to have 2 separate projects for these sounds because I'm just all over the place. And I would, you know, Beachside is the one that I thought that could be the more focused sound, the more, you know, the stuff I've talked about in my previous videos about how finding a niche, like finding a sound and leaning into it, and how Ballyhoo leaned into a hybrid sound. Whereas like the B-side thing, yeah, I was thinking this could be the opportunity to really do that focused sound where it's the same thing, you know, and people just know what they're getting. But I wasn't sure what that sound was gonna be. Like, is it gonna be like heavier stuff? Is it gonna be like the indie pop, indie rock stuff, like the song that's coming out soon, Fireman? Is it gonna be more super chill, you know, campfire reggae stuff? Like, those are the things that I deal with as an artist. It's such a fucking struggle. And the funny thing is, I know that whatever I do, I feel like, you know, you guys, most of you guys are gonna like it. You guys are gonna enjoy it because it's me, you know, and I really appreciate that. So there is definitely a bit of overthinking, maybe a lot of overthinking, but there is like the method to the madness. I do want it to make sense. And so also, I don't like putting my own name on stuff like t-shirts and hats. I don't like making Howi Spangler shirts. I just think it feels weird, it feels kind of icky. Whereas Beachside is an entity, sounds cool, right? That is sort of where I'm at with that. Like, I feel that would be, there's a lot of good imagery there, and it sort of, you know, plays to the Ballyhoo stuff a little bit, you know, and my whole aesthetic. And, you know, but as for now, I just don't know what that should be. So those are the things that are going on my mind lately. You know, of course, many other things, home life, things like that. But musically, it's kind of where I'm at. So I'm just sort of writing for everything. It's very chaotic, and it's hard to sort of see the future. I used to be very good at knowing exactly what I wanted, just getting in there and getting it done. And that was it. And it was like eat, sleep, breathe, bleed, ballyhoo, you know? You know, as life happens, things splinter off a little bit. I just think about, okay, what's something that I can do for myself now? Because that's all I've done is do this band for all these years, 30 years. And I kind of need to do something for myself. And years ago it was start my podcast, start my YouTube channel, There's always something I have to do to kind of fill that space, something that's missing, So, and right now I'm having a lot of fun just kind of writing for something completely different that I've been doing, so. All right, yeah, I guess that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Subscribe, smash the like button. See you soon.